The village sits astride the famous Sauk Trail, which was named after a band of several hundred Sauk Indians who followed it annually between 1810 and 1829, led by Chief Black Hawk. It was used by the Sauk and Potawatomi tribes for moving between settlements and sacred areas, stretching from the Mississippi River around the Rock Island area all the way to what is now Ottawa, Canada.
Fun fact. In 1926, during Richton Park's incorporation celebrations, Native Americans participated in a historic Sauk Trail pageant at Hilltop Amusement Park.
When Missouri was a territory and petitioning to become a state, many wagon trains of settlers would go west to Missouri on Sauk Trail to make sure that they entered the Union as a free state, and not as a state that supported slavery. Sauk Trail remains special to area residents, not just because of its immediate effects upon the lives of its present inhabitants, but also because of its deep significance on the local landscape. Many years before the Civil War started, Sauk Trail was part of the Underground Railroad that secretly transported many freedom seekers to their freedom in Canada.
Fun fact. Historians estimate that between 3,000 and 4,500 men, women, and children traveled through this exact Southland region between the 1820s and the Civil War.
After the arrival of the Illinois Central Railroad in 1852, developers established a depot and platted a small agricultural village where the rail line crossed the Sauk Trail. In 1926, the Illinois Central Railroad electrified its suburban lines, with Richton as the last stop. Local residents incorporated the village, renaming it Richton Park. There was a brief burst of real estate development, but Richton Park remained a tiny community surrounded by farms heavily planted with asparagus.
Fun fact. The population of Richton Park in the 1940s was only 107. Today, it's 12,200.
Years ago, a village of bricks on this land. Today, that is to celebrate the story of Richton Park, a story written by its people.
Every strong community begins with learning. The first school in Richton Park was more than a building. It was a promise. Set at the corner of Sauk and Ridgeway, the one-room schoolhouse was built in the late 1800s and helped keep a promise that the children of this village would grow, learn, and shape the future. Today, Richton Park is home to school districts 159, 162, 227, and Southland College Prep.
Fun fact. After the school closed in 1947, the building was used as village hall and the police station.
In classrooms, students sat eager to read, write, and dream. And where there's learning, there is also discovery. The Richton Park Public Library was created in 1972 and became a district in 1974. The original library was a rented storefront, which moved to the old Village Hall in 1981. After multiple expansions, they outgrew their space on Sauk Trail and opened their doors on Latonia Lane in 2013. From a modest beginning, it grew alongside the community, reminding us that knowledge is one of our greatest treasures. As the village grew, so did the need for leadership. Village Hall was established as the heart of local government, a place where decisions were made, voices were heard, and the future of Richton Park was shaped. The first mayor of Richton Park was Glacier, Fred Glacier, from 1928 to 1949. President Rick Reinbold has been in charge since 2001.
Fun fact. Glacier Park is named after our first mayor.
With growth came the need for safety and protection. Prior to 1957, the village had a one-man police force, which was a part-time position. The first police chief was Martin Patrick, who took on the responsibility of keeping the peace laying the foundation for what would become the Richton Park Police Department. With courage and commitment, they have ensured that this community remains a safe place to live, work, and raise families.
Fun fact! Did you know that squad cars used to have two rotating lights on the top, known as gumballs?
And when danger calls, others answered. At the start of World War II, growing concerns of bombings to the railroad and neighboring Chicago Heights, an industrial town, led all families at a fired-up town hall meeting to pledge $5 per family to fund the purchase of a fire truck. During the war, women were the backbone of the fire department, learning full truck operations. With limited tools but limitless dedication, they faced the unknown, proving that bravery is not measured by resources, but by heart.
Fun fact! Before water plugs, known today as fire hydrants, the volunteers would form bucket brigades from as far away as 2 blocks to get water to fires.
Faith also played a vital role in building community. 22 families organized and formed the Emmanuel Lutheran Congregation in the spring of 1852. Today, Emmanuel is located at the corner of Sauk Trail and Cicero Avenue, offering hope, guidance, and a sense of belonging. Richton Park is also home to Sauk Trail Baptist Temple, which was established in 1968, and Harvest Time Worship Center, established in 2005.
Fun fact! For 83 years, the services were conducted entirely in German. On May 2nd, 1935, the first English service was conducted.
And with people came enterprise. One of the first businesses in Richton Park was Glazier and Camp General Store. The general store stood just east of the historic Clawiter House. It was the first general merchandise store in Richton and the site of the first post office. It wasn't just about goods or services. It was about connection, neighbors supporting neighbors, and the growth of a thriving local economy.
From those first steps to the vibrant community we see today, Richton Park has grown with resilience and pride. Through change, challenge, and progress, one thing remains consistent: the strength of its people.
Today we celebrate 100 years. The village's previous motto, proud past, bright future, was exemplary what Richton Park has been and what is to come.
Richton Park's beginnings hold rich in history, being a major thoroughfare for the indigenous Sauk and Potawatomi Native Americans, as well as the route on the Underground Railroad. With the village's new tagline, "Your Home," Richton Park prides itself on being a tight-knit community with opportunities for adults as well as youth. With all that village of Richton Park has in its sights, it's an extremely viable choice for developers, families, and businesses. Proving its proud paths,
Richton Park is now seeing through to its bright future.